Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, NATO continues to supply Ukraine with very advanced weaponry. And am I saying NATO? Yes, because it's not actually the fight between Russia and Ukraine. Is Russia via Ukraine, NATO, via NATO, United States. Because I don't think France has something of a hegemony over this planet, and it's one country that tries to accomplish that, and that is the United States of America. And if it's United States, if it's not United States, it should be another one. So we should not fool ourselves with the fact that we will always have someone who's gonna come up and be the strongest and try to impose its will on everybody else. So this article comes from Ukrinform, so that's an obviously Ukrainian media outlet. It's from today, the 24th of October 2022. This is the title: Germany to deliver 3 more IRIS or IRIS, IRIS T, so IRIS T systems to Ukraine as soon as possible. German Chancellor Scholz states. Germany will deliver 3 more IRIS-T air defense systems to Ukraine as soon as possible, and each of them can protect a large city. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said this in a speech at the opening of the 5th German-Ukrainian Business Forum on the reconstruction of Ukraine in Berlin on Monday, according to Ukrinform correspondent. Scholz noted that the Russian invasion on February 24th became a terrible point in history in general, and first and foremost in the history of Ukraine and Ukrainians. And I'm quoting here what Scholz said. We support your country politically, financially, economically, humanitarianly, and with weapons. Yes, we are also talking about this at the economic conference. Russia's attacks on civilian infrastructure show that everything must be done to rebuild and protect Ukrainian cities, villages, bridges, streets and railroad tracks. Therefore, I am very glad that our anti-aircraft missile systems and anti-aircraft self-propelled units, and now also IRIS or IRIS-T, are in Ukraine. These IRIS-T systems can protect a large city. We will deliver 3 more such systems to Ukraine as soon as possible, Scholz said. He said that Germany, together with its partners, would support Ukraine for as long as it takes. Well, is that till the end of whom? The German people as well? Will you sacrifice your country for Ukraine? Because as long as it takes, it's till the end. Alright, so on October 11th, Germany supplied Ukraine with the first IRIS-T air defense system. On October 14th, the Ukrainian Air Forces said the system was already on combat duty. The IRIS-T SLM is the most advanced German-made air defense system. It is not even in service with the German armed forces yet. The system was deployed by Germany's defense company Diehl Defense. The system is designated or designed to destroy cruise and ballistic missiles as well as aircraft, helicopters and UAVs. Alright, let's go here and see. Well, first, the title. They're gonna deliver 3 more. I personally, I'm very skeptical that Germany will deliver to another country. Remember, Germany is not an idiot country. What I'm talking about is a very educated country, or at least used to be, I don't know. Now, I'm pretty sure that they have their orders from, the same guys that order other countries around, but they're not going to, I think, jeopardize really their existence. Now, these weapons, when you design one, you make one, those are top secret. Those are the best thing because you're going to use them to defend your country. So you're going to come with top secret weapons, and the parameters and the quality of those guns are not revealed, obviously. So the German politicians, and not only politicians, the experts, let's call them this way, they know the real situation in Ukraine. They know that Ukraine is not, the clearest, crystal clean country with a crystal clean government I'm talking about. It's a corrupt country, let's put it straight, don't beat around the bushes here. So it's a corrupt country. Not only the leadership, probably the military as well. Now, Germany will provide this corrupt country that had nothing to do, 8-9 months with, nothing to do with, and gives the most advanced weapons that Germany has. Remember, all these are top secret. When the Russians are delivering S-400s or S-300s to, let's say, Turkey, S-400 in this case, those are kept under a clear, signatures and accords that would not allow this and that. That's one thing. So I don't think that the Germans are delivering to the Ukrainians. They give it in their hand and Ukrainians get it new, unused by the German military. So I don't think it's going to be a Ukrainian crew who's going to operate that. It's just me. I don't know. I'm a little bit crazy, but I don't think at all. Germany providing the newest technology they have, did not even get a chance to use it, pass it over to a corrupt country in a war, and that weapon might end up in someone else's hands or simply used by Ukrainians who all of a sudden are experts in doing it. The Germans are not experts because it was not on the market yet, it seems like. But the Ukrainians already know everything over there. They speak German, obviously, or English, whatever the operational system is over there. They know all the functions. They've been in training for about 3.5 hours, and they're fast, and they got it. Do you really believe that's the case? I don't. If I get a person who never saw a weapon and I give that weapon to that person, how long before that person will learn how to operate and use it? Not let me see the manual now. No, to know how to use it. And that's just let's say an automatic weapon. It has 3 or 4 features over there. A person who's never seen one. A Ukrainian haven't seen an Iris-T. Okay, it's seen other ones, but not Iris. It's a different thing. So he's not going to learn all that has I don't know how many hundreds or thousands of tasks required to use it, to fire it. So first, I don't think the systems are operated and will be operated by Ukrainian army whatsoever. First. Secondly, after this thing ends in Ukraine somehow, those units, if they will not be blown up by the Russian by that time, will return to Germany or will be under the German supervision at all time. It's not going to be in the Ukrainians' hands. I don't believe that, including the HIMARS. You don't give this kind of weaponry because you don't know if the Ukrainians will send the secrets to other countries, the enemies, for instance. So that's bullshit, all right? I'm not saying they will not get it over there. It's not going to be probably operated by the Ukrainian army. Now, another thing here that Scholz seemed to be in it together with the German population says that Scholz noted the Russia invasion of February became a terrible point in history in general, and first and foremost in the history of Ukrainians. I have to remind Scholz that his country was a signatory of the Minsk agreements between the warring parties in Ukraine, remember? And Germany, his country, was a guarantor that Ukraine will fulfill its part of the deal, which it didn't. So the fact that we got to this point probably should take some responsibility for not being able to do what you signed for. So now when you say that we will protect and we will support all this until the end of time, right? Whatever, as long as it takes, why? But before you didn't start try to prevent it. So why didn't you do everything you could then instead of reaching this point? Doesn't make sense. How can you, why would you, how should I put it? Now you're all in it. when it's all already blown up. Why weren't you then? In the Minsk agreement, you got 8 years, from 2014, 2015 until 2022. And you failed. And now you say, I'm going to get in? What do you mean? I want to support as much. So I think you're a little bit responsible as well. And what can I say? They will get ready to support a country that up to 8 months ago didn't even know, the population I'm talking about, because the weasels in charge of Germany, they knew exactly what they're supposed to do. But as I said, we're going to be supporting it for as long as it takes. Why did we get in this, situation? You can say, well, let's move on, let's look in the future, right? We can't change the past. Well, but you can learn from the past. And when someone points his finger at you, saying, hey, you're a bad dude, and you should do this because I'm a good person, you can't say, you're not supposed to, okay, keep my mouth shut because we look in the future. No, I look in the past and I say, look, you're more than an asshole than I am, and you point that finger at me. Okay, I might be guilty of something here, but you figure your things over there, and maybe we are in this situation because of you as well. So take some responsibility. And you can't tell me, wait, don't talk about the past. Well, what do you mean? We're going to talk about something that started 8 months ago, but we don't talk about something that started eight years ago? Because why? Because you say that, and because you don't like it? You just pick and choose the historical events, the chronology, you don't like it? So anyway, I don't have to say any more about this situation. Germany, unfortunately, is a country under occupation. I don't have to also say that. They don't have balls anymore because they were snipped in 1945, and unfortunately they gonna supposedly give Ukraine this more IRIS-T. I hope they give, and I hope those will protect the civilians. I'm all for it, but it's I think very hypocritical for these guys to now we're all in it, but over there we didn't do anything for 8 years. Okay, and you're gonna give these guys, they will operate your most sophisticated defense systems. I don't believe that. Sorry. Or I have a hard time believing that. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.